The Law of One Educational Series, Episode 2, The Three Primary Distortions, Free Will, Love, and Light. Welcome back to the Law of One Educational Series. In our first episode, we explored the beginning of the Ra contact, who Ra is, why they came, and what it means to live by the idea that all is one. In this episode, we'll go deeper into what Ra caused the three primary distortions, the first expression of the infinite creator as it begins to know itself.
That's right. Ra uses the word distortion not to mean something negative, but to describe how the infinite, which is pure unity, starts to take shape, to express, to create. These first three distortions are 1. Free will, 2. Love, and 3. Light. Together they form the foundation of all experience in the universe.
So free will is the first, the one that allows everything else to exist, right?
Exactly. Ra caused this the first distortion, the law of free will, also called the law of confusion. It's the creator's decision to allow itself to be experienced in countless unique ways. In simple terms, free will means the creator gives every part of itself, every soul, every planet, every being, the freedom to choose its path.
And I like that Ra also calls it the law of confusion, because from our human view, free will can look messy, like there's chaos or conflict, but that's part of the design. It's what gives creation movement, diversity, and learning.
Beautifully said. Without free will, there would be no choice, and without choice, there would be no growth. So the Creator chooses to forget itself, to divide into many forms, so it can rediscover unity through the journey of experience.
Okay, so the second distortion is love, but Ra doesn't mean love as emotion or romance. It's something deeper, right?
Right. Ra describes love as the great activator, the creative principle that shapes energy into meaning. Think of free will as the space that allows everything to exist, and love as the force that begins to move within that space. Love is the will to create, the desire to experience, the intelligent energy that builds galaxies, souls, and lessons. Ra even calls it the Logos, the creative word, or the mind of the Creator.
So, love is like the Creator's design to dream, to imagine worlds into being. It's not just about affection, it's the blueprint, the design of consciousness itself.
Exactly. Love brings purpose to freedom. It gives direction to the infinite possibilities that free will opens up. Then comes the third distortion, light. Light is the manifestation, the visible universe we see, the form of love in motion. When love acts through free will, light becomes the result. Every atom, every star, every thought is the crystallized vibration of that light.
So, if we look at it step by step, free will creates choice, love creates intention, and light creates form. That's the architecture of existence, from the Creator's first thought all the way down to our daily lives.
Exactly. And Ra teaches that these three aren't separate. They're like three notes in the same chord. They repeat throughout all levels of reality, even within us. We have free will, the power to choose. We have love, the desire that fuels our choices. And we express light through our words, actions, and creations.
That's so profound. It means we are literally microcosms of the Creator. Every time we choose love over fear or understanding over judgment, we're reenacting the same pattern that created the universe.
Yes, the law of one reminds us that we are not small, separate beings trying to reach the divine. We are divine consciousness, rediscovering itself through experience.
It's like the Creator placed a spark of itself inside each of us and said, "Go, explore, create, and return home with what you've learned."
Exactly. And that journey from unity into separation and back to unity is the story of every soul, every lifetime, every star.
That's beautiful. So if I were to summarize the three distortions in a way people could feel them in their everyday lives, it might be like this. Free will. I get to choose who I become. Love. I infuse my choices with meaning. Light. I see the results of those choices reflected back to me.
Perfectly said. And when we understand that, we stop seeing life as random or punishing. We begin to see it as a dance of choice, love, and learning, all expressions of the same infinite source.
I love that. And as we continue this series, we'll see how Ra expands on these ideas, explaining how souls evolve, how densities of consciousness form, and how all of this leads us back toward unity.
Yes, each distortion gives birth to the next stage of creation, and together they form the rhythm of existence.
Before we close, I'll leave our listeners with this reflection. When I choose with love, I become a living beam of light. Thanks for joining us. In the next episode, we'll explore how these distortions unfold into the structure of the universe, what Ra calls the densities of experience. Until then, may your choices be guided by love and your path illuminated by light.